Hey guys, if you're new to the channel, welcome to the Fragrance Fam. We're happy that you're here. I'm Maddie and I've got a beautifully simple candle tutorial for you guys to try out. Today I'll be making a multi-wick candle with a frosty layer design, so keep watching to learn how to get this effect and use multiple wicks in your candles. I'll stop rambling, let's jump right into it. Wicking container candles with more than one wick is relatively simple, but requires a little bit more planning than a single wick. You'll only really need to use more than one wick if your candle vessel is over 4 inches in diameter, like this one, as it's tricky to get a proper burn pull even with larger wicks. If you're not sure how big your vessel is, measure it from the widest points. My rounded square jar is about 5 inches from corner to corner, making a great candidate for 2 wicks. When using 2 wicks, pick ones that are rated for a candle about half as large as the one that you're making. So I've got 2 CD12 wicks here, each of which is rated for a candle of about 2 to 2.5 inches. So we're going to place them about 1 inch apart from each other while making sure to keep them away from the edge of the vessel to prevent it from getting too hot. So we're going to use these sticker tabs here as well, or you can use a hot glue gun or whatever you normally use to regularly adhere them. Using a double boiler or wax melting pot, we're going to melt down 1/3 of the wax needed to fill the jar. So make sure to keep an eye on the temperature while it melts, keeping a thermometer on hand, and once it reaches 185 degrees Fahrenheit, stir in 1/3 of your fragrance and then a drop of liquid blue candle dye. But I'm getting far too ahead of myself. Let's go ahead and pop this in. So everything is just about melted down, so I'm going to go ahead and go with my little thermometer gun here, and we're just going to check our temperature and see where we're at to see if we can go ahead and add our fragrance and our liquid blue candle dye. So we were right on target, which means we can go ahead and go in with our next steps, which is adding in our candle dye and our fragrance. So I went ahead and put some gloves on just because our dye can make a little bit of a mess, but we'll get there in just a second. I want to add in our fragrance first. I'm a little impatient. Don't hate me. Anyways, I chose our AFI Welcome Home. It's one of our classic winter scents, so it's already pre-measured out. So all I have to do is dump it in. So make sure to give it a nice and good thorough stir just to make sure everything is blended in with our wax, and then check the temperature again to see if it's ready to pour. So I like to make my pours on the cooler side and my wax at about 160 degrees Fahrenheit, which we are right on target for. So I'm going to go ahead and pour my first layer. Carefully pour your wax into the vessel and allow it to cool, keeping the wick straight using some dowels or chopsticks like I have here. So follow each step again 2 more times to make the next layers. If you want your layers to have a blended ombre effect, pour your next layer about 10 degrees hotter than you normally would. To get a clean, crisp division, pour at your normal temperature and only add half a drop of colorant to the second layer, and then leave the last one uncolored for a nice gradient. And don't forget to add your fragrance to each layer as well. You want the whole candle to smell glorious, not just one layer. All right, so I already have my next bit of wax in my melting pot here, so we're going to go ahead, melt it down, and get our second layer going. And there we go, that's our last pour. After a couple of hours of cooling, the icy blue hues will really pop against each other. Just like any other candle, trim each of the wicks to 1/4 of an inch. So we're gonna go ahead and trim these bad boys off and get this little dowel removed, and then we can light it up. Get the most out of your candle by letting it cure for about a week if you used a soy or soy blend wax. Then you can conduct your burn test, which will help you determine if you need to make any changes to your wick size and location. Burn tests are super important for any candle, but especially for the multi-wick candles, which take a little bit of more planning to get the right burn pull. So what did you guys think of our icy layer candle? For more unique and easy candles just like this, head on over to our channel where you'll find tons of more projects to try out. Even simple layers like this add an extra visual element that will help your candle stand out from the competition. And remember, customers shop for candles with their eyes before their nose. So if you enjoyed following along with me in the Project Lab today, hit that like button and become a member of our fragrance fam by subscribing and ringing that bell icon as always. I'm Maddie, and I'm so glad that you guys got to join me in the Project Lab today, and I get to spend my holidays here at AFI. Well, I'm done blabbering. I'm just gonna go ahead and light my candle and enjoy its beautiful aroma, and I'll catch you guys next time. Bye.